By virtue of the authority vested in me, I constitute this congregation of Durban University of Technology. The congregation is invited to sit. On behalf of our Chancellor, Madam Nonkululeko Nyembezi, our Vice-Chancellor, Professor Thandwa Mthembu, I bid all family, friends, relatives, and our graduates a warm welcome to this afternoon's graduation ceremony. I do understand that all of you are filled with lots of energy and in a celebratory mood, and we acknowledge that. Just to let the House know that in terms of the procedure, we understand that the graduates have spent many years in terms of getting to this point and walking across the stage. Some of you are here for probably the third or fourth cycle. We have many PhDs in the House and have spent a lot of time in terms of completing their degrees and many of your diplomas. Naturally, you're very excited and you want to get up here and celebrate. So in terms of procedure, we have to announce your name for you to be heard by your families once you cross the stage. In order for that to get done, it means that we have a whole row of students coming through. So basically what I wish to inform you on behalf of the university, that when you come onto stage, you follow the due process, and we would not want you to sing a rendition of a song that you may want to get everybody excited, and then you want to get the House involved, and then you want to do jive on the stage and get everybody excited into that as well. That disrupts the entire proceedings, especially for the student who needs to be heard in terms of us announcing his or her name after you. So we do encourage, yes, when you come in, your family needs to acknowledge and celebrate and shout, etc. We are not stopping that celebration. I think the other celebrations that we normally have that disrupts the process, we would not allow it. So I make that appeal to you. So you can enjoy all of the celebrations once you complete the graduation ceremony, and do that at home and enjoy it. Okay, so let's respect the process and let the ceremony continue. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Singh. Sanibonani, Molwe Nidumelang, good afternoon. Welcome to the 2023 Autumn Graduation Ceremony. My name is Alan Khan. I'm the Senior Director of Corporate Affairs at the Durban University of Technology, and it is my privilege, my pleasure, and my honor to act as your Program Director for this afternoon's graduation ceremony. I'd like to acknowledge in absentia our esteemed Chancellor, Madam Nonkululeko Nyembezi, our Vice Chancellor and Principal, Professor Thandwa Mthembu, and also recognize and welcome our Acting Vice Chancellor, Professor Suren Singh, Deputy Vice Chancellor, People and Operations, Dr. Mthethwa, Chairperson of Council, members of the DUT Council, President of Convocation, members of Convex and our broader alumni, members of the executive and senior management team who are in attendance, my colleagues from the Faculty of Management Sciences and from the Administration and Support Services units at the Durban University of Technology, internal stakeholder leaders from the Institutional Forum, the Gender Forum, and from our unions, to the President and members of the Student Representative Council and members of the DUT Student Parliament, all protocol observed, and a very special warm welcome to all of our graduates, their parents and guardians, family and friends, loved ones and supporters, those assembled in the hall today, and those who are watching the live online stream via our YouTube channel. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we celebrate academic excellence and our adaptive graduates. Acting Vice Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, the DUT Envision 2030 strategy, which was launched by Professor Tandwa Ntembu 3 years ago, is continuing to have a meaningful impact at our university. Based on our plans, DUT is focused on doing things right. As our Vice Chancellor and Principal, Professor Ntembu, stated during his recent State of the University address, for the second year in a row, Durban University of Technology was ranked in the top 5 of all South African universities. That's according to the Times Higher Education World University Rankings that were announced in London. DUT was also named as the #1 University of Technology in the Republic of South Africa. So congratulations to all our students and staff. Let's give DUT a massive round of applause. And thank you to everyone who's helping to put our university on the global map. Excitingly, late last year, ladies and gentlemen, PMR Africa, which stands for Professional Market Research Africa, named our university, the Durban University of Technology, their #1 higher education institution in KwaZulu-Natal, and presented DUT with the Leaders and Achievers Award. So we are extremely grateful and appreciate and proud of our students and staff who continue to live the values and principles as enshrined in our Envision 2030 strategy. Ladies and gentlemen, you may have noticed on stage in front of me, we have a sign language practitioner. She's one of a team of sign language practitioners, providing sign language services to our graduates and guests who may have hearing difficulties. To our guests who have borrowed our headphones, I'm sorry to disappoint you. These headphones won't pick up Ukhozi, Gagazi, or East Coast. These headphones are there to pick up our free language interpretation services. We are translating from English to isiZulu. My humble request for those who have borrowed our headsets, please return the headphones before you exit. The reason being is that we have other guests in ceremonies that will still follow this one who want to utilize the service. So please assist us by returning the headsets. Ladies and gentlemen, we also have paramedics on standby together with an ambulance with advanced life support systems. If any of you are feeling unwell at any stage during the ceremony, please notify one of our ushers or a member of our security team, and we will give you the medical attention that you require. Let's hope and pray to God that we don't need any medical intervention and that we have a safe and enjoyable graduation session. Acting Vice Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, an impressive total of 8,122 graduates would have graced the graduation stage this autumn graduation season. 33 graduation ceremonies in Pietermaritzburg and here in Durban over a period of 12 days. We started in Pietermaritzburg just over 2 weeks ago, on previous Monday, and this Monday we started here in Durban. Impressively, and it's a record for DUT, 61% of our graduates this year in the autumn ceremony, that's 61% of 8,122, those graduates are women, which means at DUT, girl power is alive and well. Congratulations, ladies. Keep rising. Graduates, when you walk the stage and graduate today, you will become members of the DUT alumni. It's my hope that you will be active members of our convocation and that you will engage with our team from the Advancement and Alumni Relations Office in the weeks, months, and years to come. Acting Vice Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, next Wednesday, the 31st of May, DUT will confer an honorary doctorate degree on Professor Salim Abdul Karim, the famous South African clinical infectious diseases epidemiologist, who is globally recognized for his significant scientific contributions to the field of HIV prevention and treatment. During the COVID-19 global pandemic, Professor Abdul Karim would often share his expertise with us regarding the coronavirus. The President of the Republic also appointed Professor Abdul Karim as chairperson of the South African Ministerial Advisory Committee on COVID-19. But that is next Wednesday. We're focusing on this Saturday afternoon, on what will be taking place over the next hour and a half as our graduates grace the stage. I realize some of you, especially those in our red robes, have done this before. Other postgraduates have done it before, but there are some who are graduating today who are experiencing this for the very first time. Some of our guests are experiencing this for the very first time. So what I'm going to do over the next minute and a bit is explain to all of our graduands and to our guests the process as to what will happen. And for this session and going forward, as opposed to me just speaking about it, we're going to give you a visual demonstration, because despite my best efforts and my other colleagues who've been program directors, not every single graduate is listening and interpreting and taking in what we're saying. Some people are still coming up, not presenting their name cards, walking up here and running straight off without being conferred with their degree. So we thought, let's make it clear so that you are all aware. We know some of you are quite nervous and anxious. So I'm not the most good-looking chap. Instead, I've asked someone who is a former Mr. DUT and a current first runner-up in the Mr. Supranational International South Africa competition. He works with me at Corporate Affairs. He's a member of our communications unit. His name is Nkululeko Mbata. So Nkululeko is going to stand in for you, one of our graduates. We will invite our graduates to stand up and line on your left-hand side, my right. Only stand up when you're invited to by one of our colleagues. What you need to do is bring your name card with you and your sash. Leave your mortarboards on your seat, because when you return to your seat, you can put your mortarboards on. So name card and your sash. You'll then be asked to walk up the stairs. So Nkululeko is walking up the stairs, and he'll present his name card to me, and I'll have the name card. Now, this is the first thing. Nkululeko, you can see, he's cut his hair, he's looking good, he's shaved on the side of his cheeks, he's got a good smile. He's a good-looking former Mr. DUT, right? What do you think, ladies? Yeah? Okay. So I'm about to read his name, and I'll say, for the degree, Masters in Business Administration, and I'll read his name. Nkululeko is facing the congregation. He's smiling. Reason being, apart from him being good-looking, is that there's a photographer right in front here, and we want you to look good for the photograph. Okay, you all got the first stage? Great. So you're not going to face the reader, you're not going to face the back of the podium, you are going to face the congregation and smile. Then, don't run away, take your name card. So Nkululeko, thank you, he's got the name card. The reason why is that when he gets off stage, he's going to collect his degree certificate today, or his diploma today. And we need to verify that we're not giving your diploma or degree to a wrong person, so your name card's important. So if he's getting a degree, he's going to walk down the red carpet. And you can see he's not singing or dancing, he's being very dignified. He's then going to kneel in front of the acting vice-chancellor. So he's not sitting, he's not asking the acting vice-chancellor, hey, Professor Singh, what's your favorite soccer team? What did you eat for dinner yesterday? And here's an important part. You're receiving a degree. The acting vice-chancellor is going to cap you. He's conferring the degree on you. You then smile at the acting vice-chancellor. You can look lovingly in his eyes, because there's another camera hidden behind me that's going to take that photograph. Okay? So don't look at Professor Singh's shoes. He has funky socks. I get that. But remember the photograph. You will then present yourself to the registrar. Dr. Nkonowani is our registrar, or one of our faculty officers or member of the registry team will be there. You hand over the hood. Dr. Nkonowani is now going to hood you. So the sash goes over. If you're tall like Nkululeko, you can bend down. There you go. And then smile, because there's a third photograph that's going to be taken. And then you gently walk off the stairs. Okay, Nkululeko, you're going to run back very quickly, because that's the process for the degree. If you're receiving a diploma this afternoon, everything remains the same with the exception of the kneeler. You present yourself, you hand your name card, name gets read, you take your name card back, you then walk down, and our Deputy Vice-Chancellor, People and Operations, Dr. Mtetwa, is there to receive you, smile, shake a hand, and pose for the camera. You'll then walk down to the registrar, you'll be hooded, smile for the camera. So that's if you're receiving a diploma. We have a number of diplomandis with us today, and then you gently and quietly walk down the stairs. If you are feeling a bit nervous, especially to ladies, and I can see some high heel shoes here, there are handrails on the stairs for a reason, okay? You then, what Nkululeko is doing is walking all the way down the right-hand side to the back of the hall. He'll present his name card, he'll sign to say it is him, and then he'll get a white envelope with his name on it, and that's the qualification that you've worked so hard to achieve. You then pick that up, you return to your seat, your original seat, put your mortarboards on, and then applaud and celebrate all the other graduates who are gracing the graduation stage. Let's hope you've all absorbed that. It's not too complicated. I know you could be nervous, some of you. Enjoy the experience, enjoy the opportunity. And as Professor Singh had mentioned at the start, graduates, please be considerate. It's a dignified graduation ceremony. As much as you may be excited, remember there's another graduate who also deserves to have their name heard through the hall, whose family and friends who are seated here and who may be watching online also want to hear their family name resonate on the World Wide Web and throughout the Olive Convention Center. So thank you in advance for respecting the graduation ceremony. Finally, before we commence with this morning or this afternoon's graduation ceremony, you remember the saying, what happens in Vegas? Not anymore, right? Because what happens in Vegas stays on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and I know all of you have your mobile phones. And I've seen some of you taking selfies and pics and pouting your lips and sorting yourself out. Please hashtag DUT grad 23. We can't go to all of the parties. So the only way we can enjoy it is by sharing your photographs that you post online. Hashtag DUT grad 23. Since last Monday, I have been amazed. We started at Indumiso campus in Pietermaritzburg. This week here in Durban, there are thousands and thousands of photographs and videos. I can safely say, without any doubt, DUT graduates work hard, and my goodness, you guys can party hard too. So I'm looking forward to see whether this group can party just as hard as the others who've come beforehand. Acting Vice Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, that's enough from me. The scene is set. You know what's coming. Over the next 90 minutes or so, we hope you're going to enjoy the session with us. To commence with the formal part of the graduation ceremony, I'd like to welcome to the podium the Executive Dean from the Faculty of Management Sciences at DUT. Please welcome and put your hands together for Professor Fulufelo Netswera.
Thank you, Program Director. Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to award the diplomas and certificates and to confer degrees on the graduates from the Faculty of Management Sciences who will be presented to you, and in absentia to those whose names appear on the program.
I award the diplomas and certificates.
Vice Chancellor, for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Management Sciences, specializing in public administration, title of the thesis, an analysis of attitudes, behavior, and perceptions of water use in urban households within the city of Durban, I would like to request the Supervisor, Professor N. Dorosami, to read the abstract.
South Africa is facing water demands to meet the needs of a rapidly growing and urbanizing population. Concurrently, climate change is driving our country towards a warmer and drier climatic future with predicted longer-term droughts Ismail's study was undertaken to address the urban water demand management challenges by focusing on public attitudes, behavior, and perceptions of urban households' water use patterns in search for ways in which domestic demand for water may be substantially reduced. The study analysis reflected the attitudes of the City of Durban's urban household dwellers in a period when water use restrictions are becoming commonplace across the country. Ismail's thesis reviewed several local and international literature sources, and his study was unique and novel as it has enhanced a much deeper and in-depth understanding of the psychology of water use within the city. The thesis has encouraged extensive interest in the research topic of water demand management and has also fostered interest in future research projects to be done on the topic. The empirical study findings have brought to fore the complexity of competing water forces shaping water demand and water use in the context of the socio-demographic composition of households living within different kinds of dwellings, as well as cultural, behavioral, and attitudinal aspects of water consumption. In so doing, the study has directly informed public management policy and planning on effective ways to reduce water consumption and also identify alternative and complementary solutions towards effective water demand management and water use. The key questions addressed in the study included: to what extent do the two key dimensions of urban structure, that is, built and structural form, and the socio-behavioral characteristics of household water use influence a pattern of water consumption across the Durban metropolitan area? Additionally, the study also extensively investigated the extent to which the public understood water saving as an environmental concept and the need to conserve a precious natural resource such as water. The research impact proposes a strong scientific argument for more citizen science-based inputs into future public management policy as it relates to water conservation and water demand management in the city of Durban and more broadly in South Africa.
Acting Vice-Chancellor for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Management Sciences, specializing in public administration, I present to you Ismail Banu. Vice-Chancellor for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Management Sciences, specializing in public administration. Title of the thesis: Performance Management, a case study of the emergency medical response services in Limpopo province. I would like to call upon the supervisor, Professor Dorosami, to present the candidate. Apologies. In the absence of the supervisor, Professor Rampasad, and the co-supervisor, Dr. Govind Sami, I would want to read the abstract, and it reads as follows. Work-integrated learning focuses on the integration of theoretical and practical learning at the workplace. Its ultimate aspect is the development of professional efficiency and the ability of the students to achieve competency at the workplace. It is imperative that the assessment of students is at a pivotal point in work integrated learning, as it determines the professional competence. Pride's worth evaluated the will assessment practices at 3 South African universities, offering a diploma in office management and technology. Using quantitative and qualitative approaches, she found that will is assessed by more than one academic staff member, which ensures consistency and subsequently quality. She further discovered that industry mentors are involved in the assessment of students, which pose a challenge since mentors are not trained as assessors. Based on her finding, a framework was developed to increase the capacity of all will partners engaged in the assessment. Acting Vice Chancellor for the degree, Doctor of Philosophy in Management Sciences, specializing in public and administration, I present to you Pridesworth Nomusa Magia. Acting Vice Chancellor for the degree, Doctor of Philosophy in Management Sciences, specializing in public administration. Title of the thesis, Performance Management, a case study of the emergency medical responses services in Limpopo province. I invite the supervisor, Professor N. Dorosami, to read the summary.
The aim of the study was to investigate performance management system UMSA's delivery. The research was conducted in order to assess the current state of the performance management system in the public sector in South Africa, and the focus was on the implementation of the system in the Limpopo EMRS. The concept of performance management system is fairly new within the South African public service system. It was introduced into the public sector in 2001 as a tool to assist, measure, develop, and monitor the performance of public service employees in an effort to drive service delivery. The effective use of the performance management system has many benefits and contributes greatly to successfully managing the EMRS. Thus, it is likely to result in improved quality of care and accountability in the provision of health care services. This is desired by national objectives and as stipulated by the National Development Plan and other national government goals towards improving public services.
Acting Vice Chancellor for the degree, Doctor of Philosophy in Management Sciences, specializing in public administration, I present to you Dipolelo Nomen Malachi. Acting Vice Chancellor for the degree, Doctor of Philosophy in Management Sciences, specializing in public administration, thesis entitled Learning and Adaptive Management Mechanisms in Implementing Development Programs in Zaka District, Zimbabwe. I invite to the podium the supervisor, Professor I. Govender. In the absence of Professor Govender, I will read the abstract. The aim of the study was to investigate the application and implementation of learning and adaptive management by the Ministry of Women Affairs, Community, Small and Medium Enterprises Development, and beneficiaries when implementing development programs in Zaka District. Trust also examined the challenges faced by this particular Ministry of Women Affairs, Community, Small and Medium Enterprises Development, and beneficiaries with the development programs in Zaka district. The result of the study showed that the ministry was not fully using adaptive management approaches or learning through monitoring and evaluation systems, which may be because of socioeconomic and political reasons. The study made recommendations for learning and adaptive management mechanisms that are essential for development projects. Trust developed the monitoring, evaluation, learning, adaptive, and risk management model framework that is ideal, efficient, and effective implementation of development programs. In conclusion, the study noted that government departments should avoid traditional thinking about program cycles, and they should merge program design, implementation, and evaluation through learning and adaptive management. Acting Vice Chancellor for the degree of Philosophy in Management Sciences, specializing in public administration, I present to you Trust Mapfumo. Acting Vice Chancellor for the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Management Sciences, specializing in public administration. Title of the thesis reads, Restoring Social Cohesion After Widespread Rape of Women in Democratic Republic of the Congo's Local Community Through Conflict Transformation, a case study. I invite to the podium the supervisor, Professor Dr. S.B. Kaye, to read the summary.
The widespread wartime rape of women in the eastern DRC has wreaked havoc and destroyed social cohesion at the individual, relational, and community levels. The damage has been seen in threats to the community dimension of rape survivors, children born from rape, the perpetrators, all of whom are the main components of the inquiry. Damage has produced as social outcasts, a marginalized group of women, unwanted children born of rape, and outlawed perpetrators. Hence, the need to address social cohesion after widespread rape was enormous. The aim of this research was to explore the ways in which social cohesion could be restored by means of conflict transformation in local communities in South Kivu after widespread rape against women that occurred between 1996 and 2016. The use of participatory action research methodology led to increased knowledge from training and improvement in relationships, the boosting of rape survivors' leadership capabilities and skills. The overall results of the inquiry reveal that mechanisms of social reintegration for rape survivors lies in their acceptance, post-traumatic growth, and quality of the relationships in the community.
Acting Vice Chancellor for the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Management Sciences, specializing in public administration, I present to you Kimanu Josephine Maumwa. Acting Vice Chancellor for the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Management Sciences, specializing in public administration. Title of the thesis reads, Investigation of Factors Influencing Non-Compliance with Procurement Practices, a case study of Head Office Supply Chain Management Directorate and hospitals within eThekwini District, KwaZulu-Natal. I would like to invite the supervisor, Professor N. Dorosami, to read the summary.
The study investigated the factors influencing non-compliance with procurement practices within the KZN Department of Health. The interest to conduct this investigation was stimulated by the Auditor General's reports for the financial year 2017, 2018, and 2018-2019. The reports indicated that this department had received qualified audit reports for 2 consecutive years for incurring irregular expenditure on the procurement and contract management following non-compliance and procurement guidelines. The mixed method of data collection, which entails qualitative and quantitative techniques, were employed in this study. The results of the study demonstrated the unavailability of SEM staffing norms, shortage of staff, lack of supervision, shortage of skills, unavailability of technology, and negligence as major determinants for non-compliance with public procurement and contract management guidelines, amongst other factors. This study acknowledges the policies and the guidelines on public procurement and contract management. However, it argues that policies and guidelines alone cannot prevent irregular expenditure. Public procurement and contract management policies and guidelines need to be complemented by human resources, appropriate skills, updated technologies, implementation of consequence management, and monitoring and evaluation. Furthermore, this study presented the researchers' proposed model for addressing non-compliance with procurement and contract management policies. Moreover, this model could play a crucial role in reviving and supplementing the public procurement and contracting objectives, thus enhancing compliance.
Acting Vice Chancellor for the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Management Sciences, specializing in public administration, I present to you Sithembile Gadiosa Mkhize. Acting Vice Chancellor for the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Management Sciences, specializing in public administration. Title of the thesis, Frozen in Time, Accelerating Trauma Healing in Protection of Civilians, Sites in South Sudan. I would like to invite to the podium the supervisor, Dr. S. Kayek, to read the summary.
South Sudan has been in a protracted conflict since 2013, when disputes between South Sudan's top leaders erupted into a brutal civil war. The ethnic dimension of the conflict resulted in widespread displacement and unprecedented trauma. Civilians sought protection and refuge in confined protection of civilian sites at United Nations bases where mental health and social support services were inadequate for IDPs, some of whom had been victims of various atrocities. Tandiwe examined trauma and its effects in a small sample of a displaced community in POC3, exploring possibilities for community-based trauma healing and protracted conflict at the individual and community level. Her participant-oriented approaches revealed that participants exhibited psychological trauma symptoms. She also found that communities can master resilience for trauma healing from such adversity, transforming their lives and the communities in which they live. These findings have relevance for South Sudan and countries dealing with trauma in displaced communities.
Acting Vice Chancellor for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Management Sciences, specializing in public administration, I present Tandiwe Ngwenya. Acting Vice Chancellor for the degree of Philosophy in Management Sciences, specializing in public administration. Thesis entitled Utilizing Action Research to Build Peace at Njobokazi Village, KwaZulu-Natal, supervised by Professor G.T. Harris. And in his absentia, I would like to invite Professor Kaye to read the summary.
The rural community of Njobokazi at the remote border of the eThekwini metro has been the scene of violent conflicts for decades. Many people have been killed and many houses and community assets destroyed. Much of the violence was driven by a conquest mentality informed by Umbusizwa, an aggressive form of masculinity where the winning faction is not satisfied with defeating their opponents, but instead would drive them out of the village altogether. Violence has seeped into every aspect of life and was the only way people knew how to deal with any dispute or difference. Using an action research approach with strong participation from community members, Shozi's aim was to try to build peace in the community. The intervention involved training in conflict resolution skills and psychological support to handle trauma from past violence. People who used to fight before came together in groups. As a result, many relationships were repaired. A full evaluation conducted roughly a year later showed that the group training had a powerful effect in reducing violence in the community. Shozi found that women played a major part in bringing these changes about.
Acting Vice Chancellor for the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Management Sciences, specializing in public administration, I present Dislin Fanozele Shozi. Acting Vice Chancellor for the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Management Sciences, specializing in public administration. Title of the thesis, The Effective Implementation of Employee Performance Management and Development Systems and its Impact on Employee Success at a Selected Public Health Institution within the eThekwini District of KwaZulu-Natal. I invite the supervisor, Professor B.I. Dlamini, to read the summary of the thesis.
The study aimed at investigating and evaluating the effective implementation of an employee performance management development system, EPMDS, and its impact on public health institutions. The research utilized quantitative research methods to explore the understanding, attitudes, and perceptions of individual employees with respect to the effective implementation of EPMDS at a selected public health institutions within the eThekwini district of KwaZulu-Natal. The results of this study demonstrate that the majority of employees perceive EPMDS as an effective tool for measuring performance in the workplace. The study also reveals that effective implementation of EPMDS can lead to desired results and positive outcomes such as employee buy-in, commitment to work ethic, and a sense of ownership from an individual perspective. The implementation of a performance management system in public health institutions is crucial for achieving organizational goals, ensuring that employees are performing at their best, and ultimately improving the quality of care provided to patients. The implementation of EPMDS in the study provides a means for organization to manage employee performance in a structured and objective manner, thereby facilitating a more effective workforce. Overall, this study provides evidence of the effectiveness of EPMDS in improving employee performance in the public health sector. It underscores the importance of implementing such system and suggests that organizations should invest in their implementation to ensure the success of their employees and the organization as a whole. The findings of this study have implications for the design and implementation of EPMDS in other public health institutions and provide a foundation for future research in this area.
Acting Vice Chancellor, for the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Management Sciences, specializing in public administration, I present to you Jerome Sibusiso Bonginkosi Tusi. Vice Chancellor, for the degree of Master of Philosophy in Public Management, in Management Sciences, specializing in public administration, I present to you Nobuhle Princess Chule. Title of the thesis, Service Delivery Challenges in Gezubuso rural area of Sunduzi municipality, supervised by Dr. V. Khadebe. For the Master degree of Management Sciences, specializing in public administration, I present Sarah Jagath. Title of the dissertation, Addressing Sexual Harassment Among Students at a Durban University, supervised by Dr. V. Hamlan. For the degree Master of Management Sciences specializing in public administration, I present Zanele Maureen Kuzwayo, title of the dissertation, Addressing Gender-Based Violence in Ward 83 Umlazi, supervised by Dr. V. Hamlal. For the degree Master of Management Sciences specializing in public administration, I present Pumla Glendale Paulette Lutuli, title of the dissertation, Stakeholder Management of Community Engagement and Evaluation of Higher Education Institutions in eThekwini Municipality, supervised by Professor I. Govender. For the degree Master of Management Sciences specializing in public administration, I present Nozipho Matumbu, title of the dissertation, When Victims Become Perpetrators, Action Research on Gender-Based Violence in Bulawayo, supervised by Dr. S. Kaye. For the degree Master of Management Sciences specializing in public administration, I present Fikile Queen Mnembe, title of the dissertation, The Nexus Between Project Management and Service Delivery in the eThekwini Municipality, supervised by Dr. G. Murirapecha. For the degree Master of Management Sciences specializing in public administration, I present Lungile Goodness Ngoma. Title of the dissertation reads, Challenges Faced by Male Parolees in Lamontville, eThekwini Municipality, KwaZulu-Natal, supervised by Dr. S. Plang and Professor G.T. Harris. Just to emphasize, Lungile Mngoma receives the degree in cum laude. For the degree Master of Management Sciences specializing in public administration, I present Happiness Sonto Mtabela. Title of dissertation reads, Reducing Violence Among the Seed of Greatness Youth Program in Mpangeni, supervised by Dr. S. Plank. For the degree Master of Management Sciences specializing in public administration, I present David Nhlakani Pomtembu. Title of the dissertation reads, Addressing Bullying at Primary School in the Ilembe District, KwaZulu-Natal, supervised by Dr. V. Hamlal. For the degree Master of Management Sciences, specializing in public administration, I present Midahoshin Raghubati Naidu. And I apologize for mutilating. Title of the dissertation, Customer Perceptions of Quality Service Delivery within the Department of Financial Aid at a University of Technology, supervised by Professor J.K. Adam. For the degree Master of Management Sciences, specializing in public administration, I present Zanele Janet Ngane. Title of the dissertation reads, The Impact of Fear of Crime on Women's Quest for Economic Opportunities in Inanda, Newtown A. Supervisor, Professor G.T. Harris. For the degree Master of Management Sciences, specializing in public administration, I present Sudika Palhad. Title of the dissertation reads, The Experiences of South African Gig Workers in Acquiring and Transferring Skills, supervised by Professor G.T. Harris. The dissertation is received cum laude. For the degree Master of Management Sciences, specializing in public administration, I present Ntombizonke Maureen Kava. The title of the dissertation reads, Child Support Grants and Poverty Alleviation in Jika Joe Informal Settlement. The dissertation is supervised by Dr. O. Fagbadebo. Acting Vice Chancellor, I now call upon the relevant HODs to present the names of the graduates as per the program.
Stand to stage.
Acting Vice Chancellor for the Postgraduate Diploma in Management Sciences in Business Administration, I present to you Madeline Tanya Benjamin, cum laude. Nomandla Bengu, Begani Blessing Buthelezi. Nobukozi Zamakele. Bongiwe Kaliza. Zibuyisile Dladla. Bulelwa Duma. Kishen Governor. Pelisiwe Gumede. Dumisa Hlaula cum laude. Nonhlanhla Hlengwa. Zuziwe Kani. Tobakile Kanile. Mabonga Kubone. Kebokazi Lutuli. Sibonginkos Mabiga. Hawa Cagnet Madidi Tili. Nongubeko Madikizela. Mandisa Magumane. Klengiwe Mahlaba. Tombikaise Magia. Nhlanhla Makaye. Zamanyanda Mdlalos. Vusumusi Mdleche. Temba Mbalati. Tembesile Mdlalos. Balentle Mhlanga. Nkosinati Mhlongo. Mkebagazi Mkangazi. Londiwe Mkungo, Nontombego Mgadi, Magnificent Molefe, Letsebela Moral, Siyabonga Msomi, Muketsi Mokwenya, Velenkosini Mchali, Thiessen Naika, cum laude. Nadine Naidu. Yasogan Narayansamy, cum laude, as well as the Dean's Merit Award for Academic Excellence. Nonsikelele Denisa, Nomkebo Hleko, Tobega Nzuza, Pamela Teddy, Tulile Tusini, Vusumuzi Zulu,
Deputy Vice Chancellor, I present to you Postgraduate Diploma in Public Administration, specializes in disaster risk management, Nokolo Hadebe. Postgraduate Diploma in Public Administration, specializes in public management, Indumiso Ruth Damane, passed with cum laude, also received Dean's Merit Award for Academic Excellence. Sibonga konke Superman Gumede. Stabile Zintle Mbongwa, pass with cum laude. Olile Mdleje. Sinegugu Phakathi, pass with cum laude. Nomfundo Sithole, pass with cum laude. Laki Siabonga Dube, pass with cum laude. Postgraduate Diploma, Public Administration, specializes in supply chain management, Nomali Lutuli. Themba Lihle Ngobese, pass cum laude. Also received Dean's Merits Award for Academic Excellence. Lwazi Hlakanipani Ntombela.
For the Advanced Diploma in Management Sciences in Business Administration, Zamokwake Bengu. Nobuhle Kaliza. Tokozo Dladla. Tulisile Dladla. Face the front. Omega Dlamini. Nonjabulo Dlamini, cum laude. Pongiwe Dlamini. Tabsile Duma. Nonhlanhla Gumbi. Brian Gumbi, cum laude. Sikinisego, sorry. Tobega Gumede. Pongakile Hlope. Fortunate Makoba. Nozipo Kumalo. Tutugo Kubega, cum laude. Bulelwa Langa, Katlego Lehodi, Musa Venkos Lutuli, cum laude. Sipesihle Luvuno, Kanyiswa Machae, Zama Mazibugo, Snegugu Mbambo, Lungisile Mbata, Tandegile Mbele, Sindiswa Mgabi, Dumisani Mgadi, Shweshwe Mokwatle, Sakiwo Msimang, Ayanda Msomi, cum laude. Indumiso Msomi, Bonakele Mzobe, Nomusa Mzobe, Storm Nicholas Naranasamy, cum laude. Nogulunga Nglovu, Nosivpo Ndlovu, Zamachali Ndlovu, Brightness Ngobo, Nonduduzo Ngema, Mfanafuti Ngwabe, Zintle Nkomo, Nombuso Nchangaze, Siabonga Ngumalo, Candice Reddy, cum laude. Well done. Sumai Ragnatha Prasad, sorry, cum laude. Sindisiwe Shabalala. Bongumusa Shange. Sinetemba Shezi. Tembelihle Sibisi. Palakile Sishi, cum laude. Well done. Spindile Skosana. Speak. Sidwell Kulu. Nolwazi Yogwe, cum laude. Bonisiwe Zikali. Pilani Zikubu, cum laude. Nokulunga Zondi. Nomkebo Zuma. Koliswa Zuma.
Vice Chancellor, I present to you Advanced Diploma in Public Administration, specializes in disaster risk management, Themba Njabulo Dladla. Sithembiso Khoza. Imbali Mabaso. Notando Madonda. Zinhle Madudasi. Thobeka Mandizela. Nokubonga Maseko. Gugulethu Mavundla. Amanda Mbata, Maningi Mbata, pass cum laude. Nonjabulo Mia, give me the cut. Sorry. Nogwazi Mkwananzi, Nomfundo Mlambo, Zamogwakhe Mpisane, okay. Magnificent Lindelo Mzobe, Ndlovu Mdeni, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Nontando Ndlovu, thank you. Siyabonga. Siyabonga. Thabiso Ngwenya, Nomsa Njangase, pass cum laude. Sianda Njangase, Simpiwe Ngumalo, pass cum laude, also receive Dean's Merits Award for Academic Excellence. Rachel Nyamazao, pass cum laude. Advanced Diploma in Public Administration, specializes in local government management, Stembiso Gumete. Pindile Kele, Ngamisile Nkomo, Nobuhle Basi, Asiphe Boja. Advanced Diploma in Public Administration, specializes in public management, Zodwa Buthelezi. Nothando Cele. Samkelisiwe Godlwana, pass with cum laude, also received Dean's Merits Award for Academic Excellence. Good. Sbahle Gule. Halalisani Gumete. Lungelo Kumalo, pass cum laude. Tembega Kumalo. Tabiso Kuzwayo. Vuyelwa Makasi. Menyiwe Mangele. Sandisiwe Mbonambi. Nokwanda Mpunzana. Zandile Mzoneli. China Ndimande. Bongiwe Ndlovu. Nonjabulo Ndlovu. Nomfundo Ngubane. Temple Ngubane. Zianda Nkabinde, pass cum laude. Buhlali Ngache. Nogulunga Hadebe, pass cum laude. Nontobego Hadebe. Ayanda Sibia. Ayanda. celani zimnqume. Thank you. Fanele sibonge Zondi. Okay. Advanced Diploma in Public Administration, specializes in supply chain management, Samgelo Biela. Zama Poali. Christopher Huma, pass cum laude, also received Dean's Merits Award for Academic Excellence. Sanele Dube. Monli Gaba. Tutuga Nkomo, Homu, Snethemba Khumalo. Zamoguhle Kupeka. Mlungisi Malembe. Njabulo Mbata. Nomvula Mdluli. Talente Mlambo. Lethokuhle Ncube. Simpiwe Ncube. Sibongokuhle Ngoma. Zanele Mnguni. Andile Mponchane. Londiwe Mpongose. Lusanda Nduli. Iniso Ngobo. Noluvo Nkosi, Nobuhle Ntinga, Zamantombela Ntombela, Nomcebo Nzuza, Hloniphile Tembe, Anita Tabete, new group, context management.
For the highest certificate, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. For the highest certificate in operations management in project management, I present Guguletu Dlamini, cum laude. Ntlantla Mlonieni, cum laude. Nompumelelo Matonji, cum laude. Setabile Ngobo, cum laude. Reshika Ramgoban, cum laude. Bekisisa Sokela.
Acting Vice-Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving a big round of applause to all of our graduates to say congratulations and well done. So graduates, what a journey. Only you really know the sacrifices you made. The time, the money, the energy, the effort that you have had to invest so that you could be here today to get the qualification that you earned. Do you remember the early mornings? What about the late nights? Hey. You remember spending hours in the library? You remember Saturday evening when your friends would call you and say, let's go and party? What did you say? No. I'm doing work, I'm researching, I'm writing, I'm studying. That's what you said. You remember the face masks and social distancing? The online lectures, online tests, online exams. My goodness, I know you may have felt alone at some time, that there was no one in your corner. Why on earth am I doing this? The good Lord even gave us a global pandemic, but you persevered, you stood strong, you believed in a higher power, you believed in your ability. But at the end of the day, as we say in KwaZulu-Natal, umuntu, ngamuntu, ngabantu. A person is a person because of people. And some of your people are here today. They're watching online. Some are not here or they're not watching. But you are in their thoughts today more than ever. So graduates, I'm going to ask you to help me, to help you, to say thank you to your people. Please stand up and turn to your right and face your loved ones, your family, your friends, those who supported you, and say, give them a round of applause and say, Ngiyabonga kakhulu. Thank you very much to our family and friends and loved ones. And then graduates, please face the stage and say thank you to the Faculty of Management Sciences for the support and encouragement over the years. And lastly, graduates, Acting Vice-Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, here's our chance to ask the graduates to get ready to throw their mortarboards and headgear in the air as we present the graduating class of 2022. Make some noise! Thank you, graduates. You may be seated. Thank you. Acting Vice-Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, in a few minutes, I will take you through the protocol for the national anthem, and then I'll invite the congregation to stand. We'll sing the anthem, and then Professor Singh will dissolve the congregation. Before we do that, though, some closing remarks from our host faculty this afternoon. Let's put our hands together once again and welcome back to the podium the Executive Dean from the Faculty of Management Sciences, Professor Fulufelo Netswera.
Thank you, Program Director. Thank you, Acting Vice-Chancellor. And to the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Thandwa Mthembu in absentia, we thank you for steering the university. We thank the leadership of the university in the name of the Chancellor, Madam Nonkululeko Nyembezi, the Chairperson of Council, Mr. Wiseman Madinani, also in absentia, members of Council, a few with us here and others in absentia. We thank Imindeni, we thank Abazali, we thank Abangani Vetu, we thank the DUT staff members, those academics who have been assisting you through your journey for the past 3 years, for the past 4 years, and of course, we equally thank the administrative staff members who have been assisting you through the treacherous times and treacherous waters as you navigated your boats. Today, Acting Vice-Chancellor, we graduated 281 students in this particular session. We graduated 12 doctorates. We graduated 16 master's degree. And we want to say to all of you, including the postgraduate diplomas, the advanced diplomas, and higher certificate, congratulations on your achievements. I am thrilled to celebrate this momentous occasion with you. As you don your graduation caps and gowns, know that this accomplishment is not only a testament to your hard work, dedication, and determination, but also a reflection of the remarkable and quality work that you yourselves have put into getting here, as well as the quality of the work put together by your academics. This achievement marks a significant milestone in your lives and opens up endless opportunities for you into the future. These degrees that you hold today, nobody will be able to claim them back. They belong to you, and they will be narrated at your obituaries and wherever you are cited. As you embark on your future journeys at your workplaces and in your social lives, we once again caution you to observe the values and principles of the DUT. And just to remind you, among those are that you should continue to behave with honesty, integrity, respect, accountability, and professionalism, among many others. And we would love you to be exemplary out there and be good marketers of the good name of the Durban University of Technology. We equally hope that majority of you will, in cases you do not get employment, become entrepreneurial. I'm sure majority of you have been exposed to entrepreneurship, entrepreneurial edge, and those kind of modules, so that you are able to go out as independent individuals, eager to create work for yourselves and for the society in which you operate. With the acquired skills, you should be able to diagnose the challenges that confront your immediate society, the society of this province, the country, and the continent, and be able to make some contribution in resolving some of these challenges. We hope and we thank you in doing just that, going into the future, because we believe that armed with those responsibilities and those skills, we can resolve the challenges that confront this particular continent. We are equally humbled by the various PhD and master students who are researching very pertinent questions regarding peace and security in this continent, all the way from South Sudan, the DRC, to Zimbabwe. And we congratulate you for choosing the DUT for your research. We are humbled. Ladies and gentlemen, as you move to celebrate, we want to caution you to do that responsibly, knowing that you could harm yourself and you could harm those around you. So please do that responsibly and continue to market the DUT in a bright light. We don't want to see newspapers tomorrow saying anything to the contrary. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much and good evening.
Thank you so much, Professor Neswera. I hope those obituaries are decades and decades to come. For now, we're going to focus on your CVs and on your birthday parties and all the other good things like your celebration today. You can walk around and say, I have a doctorate, I have a master's, I've got a postgraduate, right? Celebrate it. I will remember today, apart from being so delighted and honored to share the stage with you, I'm going to go home and I'm going to tell my son, today I attended a graduation ceremony when Superman graduated. And I won't be lying. Superman was here on stage. I saw him. You heard him. You will always remember this day. You graduated with Superman. Acting Vice Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, to our graduates, in your programs you'll see a QR code. That QR code is for the Center for Quality Promotion and Insurance, and the Center for Quality Promotion and Assurance are running a graduate survey. Please, if you can just take a few minutes at some point, if not today, then tomorrow, just to assist us with your feedback. It will help the university. If you can't find the QR code, and it's only in the programs of our graduates, if you can't find the QR code, there will be an SMS that will be sent to your mobile phone. And if you can just click on the link and help us, we'd really appreciate it. We've already started receiving such valuable feedback from our graduates who've already been here. Ladies and gentlemen, in a minute, I will invite the congregation to stand for the singing of our national anthem. Now, protocol, in terms of the act that governs the national anthem, clearly stipulates, gentlemen, if we could all remove our headgear, our mortarboards, our hats and caps. Ladies, protocol allows you to keep your headgear on, so please, you can keep your hats, caps, and other headgear. However, we all need to remain standing if we are healthy enough to do so. So please stand during the national anthem. If you're unable to stand, that is fine. Please feel free to sing along with the national anthem. At the end of the anthem, please remain standing. At that point, the Acting Vice-Chancellor, Professor Suren Singh, will formally dissolve this afternoon's graduation ceremony. Once the congregation has been dissolved, Professor Singh will lead the procession off stage and we will exit down the center aisle, at which point you will be then invited to safely and patiently exit the auditorium and to commence with your celebrations. As Professor Netswera has said, graduates and your loved ones, enjoy the celebrations. Please do so safely, respectfully, and importantly, remember, whatever you're posting on social media, at one stage, an employer is going to be looking at that. So think twice before you say or do anything online. And don't forget to hashtag us at DUTgrad23. We want to see all of your party pics, okay? Have a wonderful Saturday. May God bless you. May you be graced with success and good fortune, health and happiness today and all of your years ahead. Acting Vice-Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, if I could now invite the congregation to please stand as we prepare for the singing of the national anthem of the Republic of South Africa. May God bless you and God bless South Africa.
By virtue of the authority vested in me, I dissolve the congregation of the Durban University of Technology. I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to all the family, friends, and relatives for attending this graduation ceremony, and thank you very much for your cooperation in making this an extremely dignified ceremony, and the same for the graduates. I'd like to congratulate all the graduates for the excellent work, and I hope you stay with us and continue studying. Many of you have graduated with postgraduate diplomas. In particular, the swell of PhDs, 12 of them, and the master's students, 16. Congratulations to all of you as well. Thank you for many of you that have come from far and wide in Africa. We appreciate you studying and staying with DUT. In particular, congratulations to the Dean, Prof. Netswera, and the team, all the supervisors that are on stage here as well. Party hard, you deserve it, celebrate, and most importantly, be safe out there tonight. Thank you.